Hello everyone. Today's topic is inserting clipart, picture, Smartart and word art in MS Word. So, objectives: create and balance columns, add borders and shading, insert clipart and pictures, insert resize and move, inline and floating objects, recolor graphics, draw and modify shapes, add text and callouts to drawings, create and modify smart art and word art. Working with graphics. Graphics are pictures that help illustrate the meaning of the text and make the page more attractive. You can add predefined shapes, diagrams and charts, as well as photographs and drawings. You can also use the drawing tools in Word to create your own graphics. Next one, creating columns. Columns are easy to create in Word. You can choose 1, 2 or 3 columns of equal width. You can also choose left or right, which creates 2 columns with either the left or the right column, a little less than of the size of the other column. If none of these options suits you, you can create columns of custom width. So this is the diagram. This is the window. Here, to select the columns, first we have to click on page layout. So and then click on column button. So now it displays a drop down list. See this. First we have to click on please look at the picture. First click on page layout. So in page layout, so select columns. Now it displays a drop down menu. Here we have a different options like 1, 2, 3, left, right and more columns. So based on our requirement we can select any one. See here the last option is click to open columns dialog box. So to open column dialog box, click on last options. Now a small dialog box here appears and enter the number. Enter the number. So this is the day. So next one is adding borders and shading to paragraphs. So here you can specify a border style and whether a border appears on 4 sides, 2 sides or one side of a paragraph. So if you open borders and shading dialog box, we have a different options like. So here there are 3 tabs. First tab is border, second one is page border, third one is shading. So if I want to add borders, so first we have to select the settings. In settings group we have following options like none, box, shadow, 3D and customer. So here I am selecting box and we have a line style. Style is there. So in style we have a different options like a single line, thin line, thick line, dashed lines like that. So here I am selecting the single line with a thick border, and for the next select the color. By default it is set as automatic, and click on drop down arrow button. Now it displays the different options, different colors. So from that you can select any one options. And also we have here we have width, so width of a line. So here we click on drop down arrow. Now it displays a different points pt, so the width of a line. So here I am selecting of pt 1/2 pt. And also so right side, see this preview. Whenever we select the settings or style or color width, there is a preview. And next one is apply to option. So click on drop down arrow button. Now it displays the different options. Here I am selecting, from that options I am selecting paragraph. So after changing the settings, click on OK button. So now the options will be saved. Oh, now the border is applied to the text. I mean, here I am selected paragraph now. Yes, the border is selected to the paragraph. So just as you can add borders to paragraph, you can add borders and shading to the entire pages. So here in this diagram, now I am applying page borders. So yes, in the previous slide we have seen borders. Next here we are seeing page borders. So as usual, so here in the settings group we have to select any one option. So here the options are none, box, shadow, 3D and custom. Here I am selecting box and select style. So here I am selecting thick line. If you select the style and change the color of the line, so here, and also select the width 24 pt. And art, here I am selecting the art. So see the preview, whenever we select the art like this, the preview is also there. And next one is apply to. So here I am applying this border to whole document. And finally click on OK button to close the borders and shading dialog box. Next one is understanding objects. An object is anything that can be manipulated as a whole, such as clipart or another graphic that you insert in a document. You can insert, modify, resize, reposition and delete objects in documents. You can cut, copy and paste objects the same way you do text. So here one thing, what is object? Object is anything that can be manipulated as a whole, such as a clipboard or another graphic that you insert in a document. So for that we can insert, modify, resize, reposition and delete objects in the documents. And also we can perform cut, copy, paste options. So next one is inserting clipart. The first object is clipart. Let's see how to insert a clipart. So graphics that are already drawn or photographed and available for use in documents are called clipart. So the term clipart also refers to photographs, video clips and sound files. So when searching for clipart, the words you use to describe the clipart are called keywords. So here see this. So to insert a clipart, first we have to click on insert tab. So and then next in illustrations group, click on clipart option. So click on clipart option. Now on right side you will see a clipart pane window. So here the first one is search. Here I am searching as grass. So here grass is the keyword. And next click on go button. So here select all media file types. So select here select results should be. So here I am select all media file types and then go click on go button. Now it displays a list of cliparts. Here one clipart displayed. So now double click on the cliparts. The first one is first method is just double click on the clipart. Now clipart inserted in your document. Second method is drag the clipart. So drag and drop. Now drag the clipart from the clipart task pane and drop onto the document. So this is clip area task pane. Here we are entering keywords, and also results should be here all media. I am selected all media files. So see this, now a picture clipart is inserted in your document. So next one is selecting an object. So to select an object, position the pointer over the object and click. A selection rectangle with small circles and squares appears around the object. The squares and circles are sizing handles. The green circle is the rotation handle. When you select a clip art image, the picture tools format tab appears. So see this, selecting an object. So first we have to select the object by just click on the clipart. So next click on layout or format option. So here I am selecting format option. So in this format options we have different options, like here see this orange. Here in orange group we can also set the position, wrap text and selection pane, and also we can set the height and width. So this one, whenever we select a picture we have size handles. So first one is these are the size handles. Look at them, the picture around the small dots, they are called sizing handles. And above the picture there is a rotate handle. So using that rotate handle we can rotate the clipart or a picture. So using size handles we can increase or decrease the size of the clip art. And also see this, we can also bring forward and send backward to the text. So these are the very important things. Next, resizing an object. To resize an object, first select it and then drag a sizing handle. The relationship of the object's height to its width is called the aspect ratio. If you drag a corner sizing handle or a circle, you maintain the aspect ratio. If you drag a side sizing handle, you do not maintain the aspect ratio. So next one is repositioning and removing an inline object. When you insert an object, it is inserted as an inline object, which means it is treated as if it were a character in the line of text. You can apply paragraph formatting commands, cut, copy and paste commands, and also drag and drop an inline object. To delete an object, select it and press delete or backspace key on the keyboard. Next one is wrapping text around an object. To wrap text around an object, it needs to be changed from an inline object to a floating object. Here a floating object acts as if it were sitting in a separate layer on the page. You can drag a floating object anywhere on the page. So wrapping text around an object. So here see this picture, text wrapped tightly around the object. So see this clipart is inserted between the text. So left side we have a text and right side we have also text. It is wrapped text wrapped tightly around the object. Next one is text wrapping commands. So inline with text changes a floating object to an inline object. Square wraps text around the top, bottom and both sides of the object. Next one is tight. Wraps text around all sides of an object, no matter what shape the object is. Through wraps text around all sides of an object, no matter what shape the object is, more tightly than the tight command. Next one is top and bottom. Wraps text around the top and bottom of an object and leaves the space on either side of the object empty. Behind text places the object behind the text. In front of text places the object in front of the text, so mostly on top of the text. Next one is edit wrap points. Displays small squares around the perimeter of an object, which you can drag to change the perimeter for objects wrapped with the tight or the through option. More layout options. Opens the layout dialog box with the text wrapping tab on tab. Displaying options for adjusting the distance between the text and the sides of the object. So these are the very important things. You have to remember those points, those options. Next one is recoloring pictures. You can change the brightness or contrast or recolor an image all in one shade. So to do this, click the contextual format tab. In the adjust group, click the corrections button to adjust brightness or contrast, or color button to change the color. So next one is inserting picture. So in Word, pictures are graphic files stored on your computer. Pictures are inserted as an inline object at the location of the insertion point. You can then change the object to a floating object if you want, as well as resize and reposition it in the same manner as clipart. So next one is adding shapes. When you click a shape on the menu, the pointer changes to the cross shapes pointer. Drag the pointer to draw the shape. So drawn shapes are instead inserted as floating objects by default. As with clipart objects, you can cut, copy and paste drawn shapes, as well as move and resize them. So this is adding shapes. So first we have to click on insert tab. Now in illustrations group, click on shapes. Whenever we click on shapes, now it displays a drop down menu. So from this we have to select any one option, and after selecting it, now drag the mouse on the document and release the left mouse button. Now the shape inserted in the document. Next one is adding shapes continuation. You can add a color and style to your drawings. Change the color of an object. Change the line or outline color of a drawing. Change the line weight or thickness of lines or shape outlines in your drawing. The easiest way to add text to an object is to click an object and start typing. So this is very important about this point here. So just to insert text, just click on an object and start typing. Another way to add text to your drawing is to insert text boxes. A text box is a shape specifically designed to hold text. A callout is a special type of label in a drawing that consists of a text box with an attached line to point to a detail in the drawing. Next, creating diagrams and charts with Smartart. Diagrams and charts are visual representation of data. You can insert diagrams and charts quickly using pre-designed drawings called Smartart. To insert text in a Smartart graphic, click on each box in the graphic and start typing. You can resize Smartart graphics, add an outline and a colored fill to the entire graphic. So this is the Smartart dialog box. So first we have to click on insert in illustrations group, click on Smartart. Now choose a Smartart graphic dialog box appears. So in this we have different options. So all list, process, cycle, hierarchy, relationship, matrix, pyramid, picture, office.com. So these are the options, and select any one option from this one. Now it displays a list of smart arts in the center of the dialog box. So here from this list you can select any one option. So here is the preview also is there, right side. This is preview. Okay, here I am selected a basic block list. So used to show non-sequential or grouped blocks of information, maximizes both horizontal and vertical display space for shapes. So after selecting the list, click on OK button. Whenever you click on OK button, the choose Smartart graphic dialog box will be closed. Creating word art. Word art is stylized text that is formatted and placed in a text box. If you select text before you click the word art button, the text you selected appears in the text box. Otherwise, your text here appears as a placeholder for your text. You can change word art style, color and outline color. So in this lesson we have learned graphics add interest to your documents. You can format all or part of a document in multiple columns. You can add borders and shading to selected text to emphasize it. You can also add a page border and shading to the entire page. And an object is anything that can be manipulated as a whole. An inline object is inserted as if it were a character in a line of text. A floating object acts as if it is sitting in a separate layer on the page. You can insert clipart and resize and recolor it to fit your document. You can also insert and resize pictures in a document. You can draw shapes in a document. Drawn objects can be resized, moved and colored. You can add text to drawn shapes or create a text box shape. Text boxes can be formatted, resized or moved just like other drawn objects. Callouts are special text boxes that have a line attached to them to point to specific items in a document. So charts and diagrams organize your data in a manner that illustrates relationships among data. You can use Smartart to add charts and diagrams to documents. You can change the structure and look of Smartart. You can insert word art to create stylized text objects. As with other objects, you can resize, reposition, and format word art. So, let's see what are the important things we have to remember. So the first one is columns. Columns, we can insert text in 2 columns or 3 columns, or so some equal, more than 3 columns. So to insert a column, so first we have to click on page layouts. So in page layout tab, so we have to select the columns. Whenever we click on columns, it display a drop down menu. So in that we have the following options like 1 2 3 left, right. So if we wanted to insert text in 2 columns, then select 2. So in 3 columns, then select 3. So if you want to insert more columns, then use the last option, that is more columns. Whenever you click on more columns, now a small dialog box appears, and enter the number of columns you wanted to insert the text. So here we can say select, we can enter 4, 5, or as your requirement you can insert number of columns. So this is the very important thing. And next one is shading also is a very important thing. So here, after opening borders and shading, so we have 3 tabs. The first one is borders, next one is page border, and next one is shading. So here borders, I am selecting borders tab. So in settings we have a different options like none, means there is no border. Next one is the box, so a rectangular box will appear, and the next one is shadow, and next one is 3D, next one is custom. Here I am selecting box, and for this box we have to select the style. So click on that drop down button. Now it displays the drop down list, and it shows the different kinds of lines. So thick line, thin line, dashed lines, like that. So you can select any one options. Here I am selecting a single line, and if you want to change the color of this line, then click on color. So by default automatic is selected. So click on that drop down button. Now it displays different colors, and select the required color. Next one is we can select the line width. So click on this drop down button. Now it displays the different widths in points. So select the required point. Here I am selecting 1/2 point. So there is, after selecting the options, it will show the preview, and next one is apply to. So here apply to section, click on drop down button, and now it displays the different options. So for this I am selecting paragraph, and finally click on OK button to close the border and shading dialog box. Now is this border applied to the paragraph. Next one is adding page borders. So whenever after opening borders and shading, click on page border tab. So here in settings we have different options like none, None means there is no border. If you wanted to remove the border, click on none. If you wanted to insert a border, click on box or shadow or 3D or custom. So here I am selecting box. So and also I am selecting the style. So here I am selecting the thick line, thick line border, and select the next one color. So and I also select the width. Here I am selecting 24 pt, and also select the art. So here I am selecting a art. So that means here I am selecting a graphic border, and also there is also a preview. Whenever we select the options, it will show the preview. And apply to, here I am selecting whole documents. Whenever you click on this apply to button, drop down button, it displays different options, and from that we have to select any one options. Here I am selecting whole document, and finally click on OK button to close the borders and shading window. Now the border is under. Here I am selected box border is applied to the page. So what is an object? So this is very important. So object is anything that can be manipulated as a whole, such as a clipart or another graphic that you insert in a document. So here, after inserting a clipart or a picture or something, any object, we can modify, resize, reposition and delete objects in your documents. So and also we can perform a copy, cut, paste options. So next one is here the first object is clipart. What is a clipart means? Graphics that are already drawn or photographed and available for use in documents are called clipart. That means here clipart is a predefined image. Here clipart may be a photograph or a video clip or sound files. So when searching for clipart, the words you use to describe the clipart are called keywords. So here, see this window, Microsoft Word window. Here, first click on Insert tab. Insert tab. So after clicking Insert tab, in Illustrations group, click on Clipart button. Click on Clipart button. Now right side, now you will see a clipart pane window. So here search for, we have seen two types of boxes there. One is the search for and second one results should be. In search for we have to enter the keywords. Here I entered the grass and the next result should be in. So here I am selecting all media file types. So here all media means it may be a video file or a image or a picture or sound file. So this one is the clipart task pane and this one is inserted clip art. So to insert a clipart in your documents, there are two methods. The first one is double click on the clip art. Now the clip art is inserted in your document. So second method is drag and drop. First select the clip art and then drag the mouse and release the left mouse button. Now the picture, clip art inserted in your document. So next one is after inserting any object. Here I am selected a clipart. So we can use a sizing handle. We can resize the picture. So to select an object, position the pointer over the object and click A selection rectangular with small circles and squares appears around the object. The squares and circles are sizing handlers. The green circle is the rotation handle. When you select a clipart image, the picture tools formatter tab appears. So see this. So here we have inserted another clipart here, the flag. So so first to select this flag and click on format option. So picture tools format tab. So in that we have a different options like shape. We can change the shape height box, we can change shape width box, and here picture position, and wrap text, and bring forward, send backward, and selection pane. So like this we can change the following options in arrange group, and also we can change the picture borders, picture styles group. In picture styles group we can also change picture borders, picture effects, picture layout. In adjust we can change, we remove background, we can do corrections, we can change colors, we can add effects. So first, after selecting a picture, we can see the size handles, and also rotate handle. Using rotate handle we can rotate the clip art or object. Here object is clip art, and also using size handles we can increase or decrease the height and also width. The most important thing is wrap text is a very important thing. Wrap text around an object, it needs to be changed from an inline object to a floating object. A floating object acts as if it were sitting in a separate layer on the page. You can drag a floating object anywhere on the page. So here see this diagram. Here text wrapped tightly around object. So here text wrapping commands. So in the left side we have command, in the right side what action is there whenever we select the command. So inline, the first command is inline with the text. So changes a floating object to an inline object. Next one is square, wraps text around the top, bottom and both sides of an object. Next one is the tight command, wraps text around all sides of an object, no matter what shape the object is. Next one is through, wraps text around all sides of an object, no matter what shape the object is, more tightly than the tight command. Next one is top and bottom, wraps text around the top and bottom of an object and leaves the space on either side of the object empty. Behind the text, places the object behind the text. In front of text, places the object in front of the text. Edit wrap points, displays small squares around the perimeter of an object, which you can drag to change the perimeter for objects wrapped with the tight or the through option. Next option is more layout options. Opens the layout dialog box with the text wrapping tab on top, displaying options for adjusting the distance between the text and the sides of the object. So these are the commands, wrapping text commands. So we can also recolor the pictures. So to do this, click on the contextual format tab. In adjust group, click on corrections button to adjust the brightness or contrast. To change the color button, click on color button. So the very important thing is how to insert a picture. So here in Word, pictures are graphic files stored on your computer. Pictures are inserted as an inline object at the location of the insertion point. You can then change the object to a floating object if you want, as well as resize and reposition it in the same manner as clipart. So here inserting picture means first we have to click on insert tab, and in illustrations group click on picture. Now insert picture dialog box appears. Select the required picture and then click on insert. Now the picture is inserted in your document. This is the procedure for inserting a picture. Next one is sometimes we need to add shapes. Shapes also very important while you are creating some flowcharts. Shapes are very important. So you can draw the shapes. So in this, so first to draw the shapes, first we have to click on insert tab. In illustrations group, click on shapes. So now it displays the menu, drop down menu. It displays a menu, drop down menu. Now it displays a variety of symbols or shapes. Select the required symbol and drag on the document and release the left mouse button. Press and hold left mouse button and drag the mouse, and finally release the left mouse button. This is the this is the procedure to draw a picture. So first we have to select the picture and then move the mouse pointer onto the document and press the left mouse button and drag the mouse, and next release the left mouse button. Now the shape is inserted. Now the shape is inserted in your document. So another important thing is Smartart. So here diagrams and charts are visual representation of data. You can insert diagrams and charts quickly using predefined drawings called Smartart. So to insert text in a Smartart graphic, click on each box in the graphic and start typing. You can resize Smartart graphics, add an outline and color to fill to the entire graphic. So here to insert Smartart, first we have to click on insert tab and then click on Smartart in illustrations group. Now you will see the dialog box. This dialog box, the name is choose a Smartart graphic. So now here we have a different options. So here all means list, process, cycle, hierarchy, relationship, matrix, pyramid, a picture. These are the different kinds of Smartarts. They are predefined. So whenever we select the Smartart, it displays the sub list. So from this one I am selecting the basic block list. So there is also a preview. This is preview. This one is preview. And finally click on OK button. Now the Smartart is inserted in your document. And the same way word art is also very important. So word art is a stylish text that is formatted and placed in a text box. So if you select text before you click the word art button, the text you selected appears in the text box. Otherwise your text is here, appears as a placeholder for your text. You can change the word art style, color and outline. So first, as usual, same procedure. So procedure for inserting word art. First click on insert tab, and in illustrations group click on word art. Now word art appear, word art dialog box appears, and also you will see the message like your text here appears. It is a placeholder for your text. Type the text. So here entering computer fundamental lab, and then click on insert OK button. Now the word art is inserted in your document. For this word art you can change the style, color and outline color. Okay, thank you for watching this video. Thank you so much.